Today we are joined with T_T Tricks and Ozzo. So T_T, what's Shadelight about then?
Shadelight is about um Shadelight is about five mysterious characters named one Father Grimm, Masquerades, um Tiroa, and Goldie, and also there are these creatures or things that roam around in Roblox called myths, and one of the groups are Shadelight. And so it claims to be here that Chuck was a war veteran in World War II. He had a wife named Sandra Lloyd and a daughter named Loyan, who is rumored of being abused by Chuck. She states that she was stabbed, kicked downstairs, and locked in a basement. She said all this happened to her by a man that could possibly be Chuck, her father. After Chuck came back from the war, Sandra mysteriously died or was murdered by Chuck. She was murdered because she tried protecting Loyan and got a hatchet in the face and died. Ozo, do you have any questions?
Um, does Chuck have anyone watching over him or any leaders?
Goldie is the leader of Shadelight. Well, what is like who is leading Shadelight currently? Which there Goldie is known for controlling all these Shadelight members, such as Chuck Lloyd and Masquerades and others.
Well, that seems pretty interesting. And is any other myths connected to Chuck apart from his family?
Mm, uh, Father Grimm and some other myths. Downstairs in Chuck's basement, underneath his residence, there's five key doors to lead to Shadelight, um which is like a temple or something, because Chuck's residence was made above a temple, which I'm not I don't know that, but inside of Chuck's what I remember, Chuck lives on top a temple with his house or grass and whatever.
Well, that's pretty interesting. And with the other myths.
I do know some other myths, but are you talking about Shadelight
Yeah, I'm
from
talking about
Shadelight?
Shadelight specifically. The other myths, did they have any stories of them like own or any,
I've
stories?
had some experience with the circus in the sky, but that's a part of from Shadelight. But I've met um Chuck once, and I've met some other people before, but I
How
can't.
when you met Chuck Lloyd, how did he like act in game?
He acted like he acted like inside of Albert's videos, known as Flamingo. He
So
acted like
basically so basically
very.
he acted like a psychopath or mental.
He did. He didn't a psychopath, but he acted like um like a inside of his, well, I once somebody barged into his house or residence. One person would actually get kicked, and he would spam, "Bad manners make for bad guests. Bad manners make for bad guests," and even more stuff.
Has Chuck ever met Goldie?
Goldie,
I'm so
not from
fucking bad
what I
right now.
not from what I remember. No.
Hmm. I think in one video of Albert's he met Goldie once, but I don't think he's met him like ever since. Does
Well,
What's going on? Wait, what's going on?
we're currently doing the
Sonic.
podcast.
Yeah, we're doing a podcast.
Oh, hello everyone.
Yeah, so currently our Shadelight is very interesting, but I haven't met any other Shadelight members, and
Right. Does tell us a bit about Ulfa.
Ulifer is like basically from the plague or has some disease like that. His game is related from the plague, and Ulifer's game is only privated to his friends and himself. In Albert's video, Albert once joined the game, and he noticed that it wasn't completely finished. Had much similarities to Plague or Plague Doctor, or yeah, something like that.
Bit more about Ulfa. What mysterious crimes does he do? Because I've heard apparently maybe eats children.
Yes, I've heard that he has been eating children. I don't know much about him because he's very unknown. Uh, uh, he's
Very
very unknown.
private myth.
Basically, yeah, he's a very private myth. I don't know much about him. I haven't thunk of like finding any information because barely anybody knows about Ulifer's myth currently.
So right now, what
We're talking about Shadelight again because our last recording, the desk, like the voice, it was Ozo's fault because he forgot to turn on.
not? Don't dig.
Mm,
You know, I might edit this part out. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, okay, keep going. Keep going.
So so Tricks, what has Goldie been up to? What's his prime investigation or like prime goal, which I should say?
I don't know much about him either. He's basically Ulifer, but like he has the same rank as me, like as Ulifer for me. Um, he's very unknown. I don't know. I haven't investigated or tried to find his mystery, but he's just the leader of Shadelight, which people have seen him on games before, but he I don't know what he was doing. People have just been telling me some stuff about him, but
Oh, I've also heard apparently he's opened the Shadelight door but couldn't actually get into the game or the portal.
if you were to exploit inside of Shadelight, you would just be leaded to a um a base plate, a empty base plate, just a base plate.
And Apparently, Golden Tea has 2 keys, and apparently the Myths Foundation has 3 keys. Is that correct?
I'm pretty sure that Goldie has one key and the the Roblox myths just in general they all have all together they have about 4. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 4. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 4.
Um, right. Can you tell me a bit about Loyen, Chuck's daughter?
It said she was abused, well, quote unquote, but we don't know if she was abused by either Chuck or another person or something. When when Chuck came back from the war, he found out that his wife Sandra was dead for because she was trying to keep Loyan safe, or but instead she got closed with a hatch into the face, and that killed her.
Okay. I think this is probably going to be the last question for the podcast. Um,
Can
can you can you tell us anything about Sandra? What's currently been in game and what we've seen so far?
From Albert's videos, I've seen him. I've seen him see or Speedy's video. I've seen a orb, and it was either orange or blue, and Chuck
Oh,
called
was
yellow. Oh,
yeah,
and Chuck kept calling her Sandra, and it seemed like that's Sandra, but we don't know it surely. But yeah, it probably is Sandra because she's dead. Or, I don't know.
that's probably the soul of Sandra.
Yeah, it's probably the soul of Sandra. This is just basically just a soul of Sandra.
Right. I think that's probably going to be part 1. For Shadelight, and I think we're going to upload part 2 about masquerades and Chihuahua. Um,
Goodbye.
but yeah, that's our video. So we'll see you later.